It's anything like the first half. We're in for a great second half.
Here is Catholic with the kick. Into the end zone. Back out of the end zone, actually. Touchback. First and 10 from the 20 for Tommy Oaks and the Cabot Panthers.
Here comes this Cabot Panthers offense.
Up one, Tommy Oaks. Under center, Brad Morales up to the right side, still on his feet. Still on his feet, and he's finally brought down 1 yard short.
Second and inches for Cabot.
It's an ideal situation. Third and inches, fourth and inches, you know, you really got to get those, but second and inches, good spot to be in. Nice 9-yard gain from Brad Morales to start off the second half for the Panthers.
Handoff to Morales again, and he picked up the first down that time. Picked up about 6 yards on the play.
We've received word from our sideline reporter, Jaden Dixon. Looks like Adam Shepard might be done for the game tonight. Looks like a pretty bad injury for Shepard. We always thank Jaden Dixon for his intel on the sideline. Brad Morales. Here he goes. Right side Morales has one man to beat. Great open field running. Needs a block. Can't find one. Still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 21. He needed one block and he was gone, but it was not there. Brad Morales about had his second huge touchdown run of the night.
Needed a block, but danced around the defender to get about 9 more yards after it looked like the defender was going to get him.
That was the exact same play he scored on earlier. That would have been 67 yards. The other one was 68.
Cabot's in great field position now with a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Came out from this halftime and just firing shot to this Catholic defense.
Brad Morales well over 100 yards on the night. Up the middle, finally brought down 3 yards short. 21 Graham Turner. Second carry of the night for Turner. Had a nice gain there, about 6. Cabot is driving. 2nd and 4.
And last week against J.A. Fair, Adam Flores did suffer a knee injury, so that's why you have not seen him play at all tonight.
Pass over the middle, John Riley Weens. Touchdown, Cabot Panthers.
Beautiful play action pass from Tommy Oaks, set up for a wide open touchdown pass. Defense was not ready for that at all. Great play call.
Wide open was the X factor, I like to call him, John Riley Weens. He can really do it all for a team, as you saw right there, wide open, and he runs in for a Cabot Panthers touchdown to put them up 7 with a chance to go up 8. Penn McCullough, the PAT is up, and it is good. Panthers up, 21 on plays.
On play by time player.
Still a one-possession game, but it is 8 points, so it's one possession with a 2-point conversion if Catholic were to score. It's a great spot to be in if you're Cabots, because even if Catholic scores a touchdown, they would have to get a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Johnson, Plafkin, and Sheldon all back to receive a kick from Catholic High.
Ben McCullough will kick off the right hash this time. Kicked off twice at the left hash. Now will kick off the right. Short kick, fielded at the 19. Runs into his own blocker. Fights his way forward to the 39-yard line.
Good return by William Plafkin for Catholic. Sets up right around the 39-yard line for the Rockets as they get their first.
Low snap, it actually hit the ground. They have to get that together. One of those will cost them at some point.
Tackle made by Isaiah Ogilvy.
Really intercepted. Number 15, Bryce Billings, right through his hands.
And Jake James took a shot right as he released the ball from no other than Jansen Eubanks. And it is.
Now instead of 3rd and 7, it will be 3rd and 12. From 3rd and manageable, now it's 3rd and long. Tough spot to be in for Catholic. Almost forced to pass here. But with Sammy Johnson in the backfield, you can't say that for sure, as he can break off a big play at any time. Trips left. Throws it to Sammy Johnson in the flats, and it hit the ground. For some reason, he thought he could keep running anyway, but the play was ruled dead. 4th and 11.
As they come onto the field. As Cabot comes out with the 8 point.
Huge 45-yard line.
There again, the action play, left a receiver wide open for another Cabot Panther first down.
Tommy Oakes. Handoff went inside to TJ Rogers.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. 7:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 48-yard line.
7 minutes left in tonight's 3rd quarter. Cabot up 8 with a chance to go up more. Oakes rolls out right. Thought about the option.
He's still on his feet.
Fights his way maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard. Didn't like what he saw in the option there. Kept it himself. Not much was there, though, as it brings up 3rd and long.
He did get a yard. They're going to go him 3rd and 6. I do like the relentlessness by Tommy Oakes to not go down, to refuse to quit and keep fighting, try to get some extra yards on the play, even though it seemed like he was lost hope.
See what they could do on 3rd and 6. Oakes rolls out to his left, sets his feet, finds the X factor, John Riley Weens, all the way out to the Catholic 34.
Tommy Oakes is the perfect 3 for 3 on the game.
Oakes has looked good passing the ball. You know, there's some fundamentals right there. He set his feet, and he found the X factor Weens over the seam, and there's another first down for Cabot, but it looks like there was a flag on the field, and it might get called back here. And it will. So after a promising drive, Cabot's now going to be stuck with a 3rd and long. Looks like it was an ineligible receiver downfield. John Riley Wayne's not allowed to be there. It looks like that's probably why he was so open. Going to bring up 3rd and 12.
I think Cabot needs to look back to that passing game. It's been working really well tonight, as Tommy Oaks has been able to throw the ball really good. Like I said, he was throwing the ball really good in warm-ups today.
Noah Sorrell will get the ball. Going to fight forward. Looks like he might be a couple inches short of the first down. We'll see if Cabot will go for it on 4th and inches. And that looks to be the case.
It is 4th and literally the distance of the ball. So it should be no problem for Cabot to pick up this 4th down if they are going to go for it.
QB sneak, always a good option in this situation, as Coach Mike Malham sends Tommy Oaks back out onto the field. 4th and probably 2 inches. Hand up off the gut. Brad Morales extends for the first down.
Morales on the carry. Flacco and Gonzalez on the stop. A 1st and 10.
Flacco and Gonzalez on the stop.
On the Rockets' 44-yard line.
Oaks with that hard count. Couple of yards gain on the play, maybe 4. T.J. Rogers.
It's going to be about 2nd and 6 now. Ball on the 41-yard line.
You know, T.J. Rogers isn't going to impress you with his size at 5'6", but he runs with a certain amount of speed and power that just gets the job done. Only 158. He's a real problem for all defenses. Give it to Brad Morales. Might have picked up a yard or 2.
Number 64, Jacob Davis, slow to get up on the play, but it seems he is okay.
Third and 5. Tight end reverse to Aiden Shirley. He's going to get dragged down after a 2-yard gain, it looks like, and it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Number 15, Peter Fitz for Catholic, came across and just nailed one of Cabot's players, and it set him off as it looks like there is a flag on the play for unnecessary roughness. Tommy Oaks went over there and separated the two, as it looked like they were bad-mouthing each other. And this is the case, as Cabot will get an automatic first down.
Critical play there for Catholic. You just can't give that one up. In a game of inches that football is, you can't give up a huge unnecessary play like that. Unacceptable. First and 10 from the 23-yard line, excuse me. Oaks. Drops back. Fires one.
What a
to who
snag
else?
by Aiden Shirley.
Sure hand Shirley.
Aiden Shirley on the reception.
That was quite the snag. He was heavily covered.
And at well over 6 feet, there's not many corners or linebackers in high school that can guard Aiden Shirley, one of the best tight ends to do it.
Perfectly placed pass by Tommy Oaks, right at the peak of Aiden Shirley's jump. He was able to snag that one in. Great catch, great pass. Oaks. Hand off to Bradley Morales, it looks like. T.J. Rogers with the carry.
Late flag comes in.
T.J. Rogers did get enough for the first down, but yes, there is a flag on the play.
couldn't really see what it was. The flag came in so late, the play was already over, and then the flag flew in.
Well, it was a very late flag. Illegal helmet contact on Catholic. Catholic just cannot catch a break tonight.
That's Catholic's second personal foul penalty on this drive, and it's going to put Cabot inside of the 5-yard line.
First and goal. Not good for Catholic. Most of this drive has been off of penalty yards.
Ref moves the ball back to the 6-yard line, so Cabot's going to have to work with 6 yards on 4 plays instead of 4 yards on 4 plays.
And if you're down by 8 with 14 minutes left, as there's 2 minutes left in the third quarter, you got to cut down on the penalties and the unnecessary penalties at the most.
Yes, the final 2 minutes of this third quarter could be the most critical moments of this game.
Handoff inside. Looks like Graham Turner got 2 on the play. He's going to bring up second and goal from the 3.
Yeah, Graham Turner, the sophomore, seeing a lot of playing time tonight due to the injury of Adam Flores.
You know, as a sophomore, this is a big opportunity for Graham Turner to step up and solidify a consistent role in this offense. I think he's played pretty well tonight, Caleb.
Flags on the play. But yes, Graham has been playing very good. I think he has about 4 carries for 22 yards tonight. Been playing pretty good.
False start for Cabot. Minute 22 left in the third.
Final minute of the third quarter.
2nd and 8. Brad Morales gets it up to the 4-yard line. This has been a long drive for the Cabot Panthers. 3rd and goal from the 4. This drive just seems to have no end in sight, as it's been going on for quite a while. Handoff left side, tight end reverse, jumps in the air, and he's in. What an acrobatic play by John Riley Weens.
He leaped and he flew about 4 yards in the air. He can fly, folks. He can fly.
He got the nose of the football in the end zone, and that's all that matters. Acrobatics from John Riley Weens, the tight end, the X factor. That puts the Panthers up 14. With 23 seconds left in the third. Ben McCullough. PAT is good. Panthers up 15 with 23 left.
Now down
in the
15 for Catholic. It's going to be a big drive coming up for them. They need a score, at least a field goal, to keep them in this game.
It's going to be interesting to see what Catholic does here, as there's only 12 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game, down by 2 scores. They're going to have to really turn on the Jets here.
The game can almost be completely wrapped up by Cabot if they come out here, get a stop, and then get another score up on the scoreboard.
Would be hard to come back from.
Because right now it is at a 15-point deficit, and with only 23 seconds left in the third quarter, the play coming up will probably end the third quarter, and then they're going to have 12 minutes to work with, down 15.
Ben McCullough once again off the right hash. Very interesting that he kicked off the left hash in the first half and the right hash in the second half. Very interesting. Kick goes deep into the end zone, touchback.
Kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Catholic's ball, 1st and 10 from the Catholic 20-yard line.
Catholic 20-yard line will be the spot to start this drive for the Rockets.
Very consistent kicking off the kickoff tonight by Ben McCullough, as Catholic's best field positions have only been around the 37-yard line to start out with. They've started out their possessions about the 20-yard line every time they get the ball. So great job by Ben McCullough keeping them deep in their own territory.
Handoff. Still on his feet, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. 13-yard gain for Schildneck.
What a game he's having. He's having a game like Brad Morales is for Cabot.
They're going back and forth for sure. He's making Sammy Johnson look like an afterthought. He's been the featured back tonight. Schildneck.
You know, we talked about Johnson having his 3 straight 100-yard games. Well, I think Schildneck might have his 100-yard game as Sammy Johnson takes it. Huge run.
Yeah, speaking of Sammy Johnson, wearing the LSU colors. Looked like Leonard Fournette on that truck right there. Catholic High gets another first down. Look like they have a sense of urgency out here right now.
Final play of the third quarter is going to come right now.
He has 2 seconds left. Handoff, Sammy Johnson. Jukes it out right. Rolls forward for a 2-yard gain. That's going to wrap up tonight's third quarter. Your Cabot Panthers up 28-13.
Justin Holland on the stop for the Cabot Panthers.
Great third quarter for Cabot, scoring twice, holding Catholic to 0 points scored in the third. It's going to be interesting to see what Catholic does, as they will get the ball to start the fourth, of course, picking up right where they left off. If they can score here, it'll make it a one-possession game again. Now we will send you to our on-field reporter, Dylan Johnston.
At the end of your third quarter, Cabot is up pretty big, 28-13, as John Waynes just scored a touchdown for the Panthers and the Catholic Rockets have the football. What are you guys seeing from this third quarter?
Panthers came out dominant. They dominated the whole third quarter offensively and defensively. Catholic put no points up on the third quarter as the Panthers offense put up points. That's how I like it.
All right, Trey, as we look at what you've been seeing from this Catholic offense and the Panther defense, what are you noticing from both squads?
As we were gearing up for the second half, I said if Cabot was able to stop those dump passes, they'd extend their lead, and they sure have, 28-13. So as long as they keep those dump passes under control, right now they've got the running game under control as well. So if they keep those dump passes under control, we got ourselves a win for the Panthers.
All right, we'll send you back to the game. Reporting for CHTV.
Welcome back to the game. 11:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Catholic has the ball. 3rd and 6 at Cabot's 49-yard line. So far, this Panther defense has been doing exactly what I said they should have done, and that's shutting down Catholic in this second half.
Looks like an encroachment penalty coming here for the Cabot defense.
It looked like it was going to be number 76, Hayden Matthews, sophomore, with the encroachment.
We, of course, thank our on-field reporters, Jaden Dixon, Trey Tonneson, and Dylan Johnston for their hard work on the sidelines and that great after-quarter piece.
Third and 2 now for Catholic.
Shotgun. Looked like he was going to throw it, but gives it to Schildneck. Not going to be enough for the first down. Very close. Going to bring up 4th and inches. A lot of 4th and inches tonight, Caleb.
And this is one of the biggest ones of the game, as in, is Catholic going to go for this and try to keep this drive alive, or is this Cabot defense going to hold up and not let them score? Possibly the biggest down so far in this game.
Handoff inside Sammy Johnson.
Sammy Johnson on the carry. Is a Cabot
Well
first
more
down.
than enough for a first down for Sammy Johnson.
Zane Harper on the stop.
Zane Harper on the stop.
For the Panthers.
Like we've been saying, he's too big and too fast just to take down with those shoestring tackles. You got to wrap him up and bring him down yourself. 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in tonight's game.
Hand off Sammy Johnson up the right side.
He's met at the line.
Sammy Johnson
Might
on
have
the
got
carry.
1 yard on the play. I tell you what, this Cabot defense has stepped it up a lot in the second half.
They sure do look like a whole different team. Have not allowed 1 point so far in the second half with 9:59 left in the game. Jake James drops back to pass. Looking for a man, can't find anyone. Finally finds a receiver. It's caught at the 15. He'll get marked down to the 15.
That's number 80, Thomas Dabb on the reception.
Thomas Dabb had about 3 receptions tonight. They've all been for big gains. He's having a great game. Here's Jake James again. Sammy Johnson, spin move. He's brought down after a 3-yard gain. Jake James sure looks like he has some urgency in his offense right now that he's orchestrating.
There was a lot of emotion on the field as both teams exchanging words after the play, as you saw pointing at each other, and Sammy Johnson getting up and clapping in the face.
Here's Johnson again.
Johnson on the carry.
2 yards.
Isaiah Ogilvy on the stop for Cabot.
Ogledy with the stop. Cabot up 15 with 8:57 left in the game. Catholic in scoring distance at the 10-yard line. James with a hard count. That'll be another encroachment penalty. Hunter Horka. Jake James, the senior quarterback, is really good at that hard count. He's gotten Cabot a couple times tonight with that, causing multiple encroachment penalties. Should bring up a first down for the Rockets.
We were just talking about how this Cabot Panthers defense looked the same or different from the first half, but now on these last few plays, they look like they did in the first half. Kind of shaky, kind of nervous. Need to have the same attention that we did in the third quarter and hold our ground right here as it is first down and 5 from the 5-yard line.
Yes, it is first and goal from the 5. Jake James under center. Schildnick to the right side. Fights his way to the 1-yard line. 1 yard to go. They got 3 plays to do it. Cut this game to 1 score. 8:18 left in the 4th. Flags thrown.
It looked like Cabot had 12 men on the field.
Before the snap, 12 men on the defense.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Still second down.
Second and a half yard now. So second and about a foot. Have not seen this formation tonight for Catholic. But it is efficient as Schildnick gets into the end zone for the Catholic touchdown. To make it 28-19 Cabot, with a chance for it to be 28-20 after the PAT. Great methodical drive by Catholic there with 7:56 left in the 4th. Now it's only a 1-possession game if they can make this PAT, and they're right back in this game.
This is possibly one of the biggest point-up touchdowns you may see. Down by 9 right now. Need to make this one to be down by 8. It's up, and it's good.
Crucial PAT there, and he gets it. 28-20, 7:56 left in the 4th. Your Cabot Panthers lead. This is a great time to tell you about our new application. We have worked with Mascot Media and to create the Cabot Panthers Athletic app. If you are watching on YouTube, We encourage you to download the application. You can also watch this live stream on the Cabot Panthers Athletics app, as well as YouTube on Cabot High School Television. And if you are watching on the app, we thank you for downloading the app, and we hope you are enjoying it.
TJ Rogers, the lone recipient of the kickoff, and Cabot is in a formation where they could be expecting a possible onside kick as well.
And the kick is off. Back deep is TJ Rogers, but the kick, yet again, just too much, and it's a touchback. Catholic has not allowed Cabot to return any kicks tonight.
Now this is the stage of the game for Cabot where you just set up shop and hope to protect the football and take one of those 5-minute drives that they did last quarter and just soak up all this clock and take up all the time that they need to where Catholic is left with as little time as possible, if any.
That's what Cabot does. They like to drive the ball down the field slowly and really just tire your defense out. You know, Cabot loves to do conditioning in the offseason. It's for this purpose right here, so they can do these long drives and not get tired as the defense would. Reverse to TJ Rogers. He cuts back upfield. Here he goes. TJ Rogers. He's getting tracked, it looks like. He's still fighting, though. Still on his feet.
What a run by TJ Rogers as he takes it to the 4-yard line of the Cabot Panthers. So much for taking slow and methodical as TJ takes it almost to the house. He showed you his strength, his speed, and his agility, just blasting past all the defenders.
He might be small, but his jersey got grabbed at the 30-yard line, and he got all the way down to the 4 before he was taken down. Great, strong run from TJ Rogers. And yeah, just as I was saying, a slow, methodical drive. Look what TJ Rogers does. First and goal from the 4. 7:41 left in the 4th. Tommy Oakes looked like he got the whole defensive line to jump, and nothing was called. Bradley Morales out to that right side. He's going to be in for his second touchdown of the night. Brad Morales. And as the Catholic Rockets were at a one-possession game a few seconds ago, they're right back to 2 possessions that quick. 2-play drive, 80 yards.
We could be having some clock difficulties as the clock did not run on any of those previous 2 plays. It was stuck on 7:40 when Cabot got the ball, and it's still on 7:41 after the touchdown.
That is true. Might hurt Cabot in the end if they don't fix that. Nonetheless, your Panthers are back up 15 points with 7:41 left in the 4th, unofficially. 2 plays, 80 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
Two juniors rushed the ball on that drive, TJ Rogers and Brad Morales. They've really shown out tonight. That was about 75 yards in 1 play for TJ Rogers, and then Brad Morales with the second touchdown of the night with well over 150 yards for Brad Morales tonight. If there was high school fantasy football, you want Brad Morales on your team tonight. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts.
Clock still not fixed. Still unofficial 7:41 remaining in the 4th quarter.
I can attest to that. The clock was at 7:41 before both of those plays started, and when they wrapped up, it was still at 7:41. Looks like no one here has taken notice of that besides us, but we'll see if that has an impact on the game. Kick is deep. Fielded at the 9-yard line. He's going to follow his blocks. He'll get out to the 30-yard line. Clock is now functioning. 7:34 left in the 4th. 25-yard line. First and 10 Rockets. They really got to get some urgency now if they didn't already before. Handoff Sammy Johnson. He'll spin his way for a 2-yard gain, maybe.
And here goes Cabot. They're going to try to get set up as fast as possible and get that play off. It looks like they were huddled up while Cabot was on their drive, and they were getting their series of plays together to where as soon as the play was over, they can line up and go for another one.
That was a clear false start from just about everyone on Catholic except the center. That's a rare play you see there, Caleb. Everyone but the center for the false start. That one is most likely the center's fault, though, as everyone knew the snap count and went when they heard it, but the center just didn't snap the ball fast enough. So as it will be called on everyone, it really is the center's fault, that play. Slings it out in the flat, Sammy Johnson, no one around him. Cabot defenders race over, though. Austin Swackhammer going to give them a first down with 6:57 left in the fourth. Time is dwindling down for the Rockets. Down 15.
And down 15 with 6:57. You really have to get your stuff together, make your plays, and complete your passes as he airs it out long. And it is caught by number 18, William Plafkin.
What a play by Plafkin, who just beat Justin Neighbors deep.
That was one of the keys that I brought up earlier. This defensive backs for the Cabot Panthers have got to step their game up. They've been shaky these first 3 games. And on that play like that, it was busted. And it left the receiver wide open.
Johnson up the middle. Juiced his way back to the middle after he went up left. And he'll get a first down. You know, every time Catholic has gone deep tonight, it's either been caught or it's just been dropped. They've all been open. So, well, maybe not open, but they've had a chance at catching the ball. Here's James. Keeps it himself. Looks like there was nothing to, no one to pass to there, so he kept it himself. Got about 3 yards. 6:23 left in the fourth. Clock is ticking.
6:20 left to go in the game. 2nd and 9 on the 16-yard line.
James hands it off to Schildneck. Schildneck's had a great game, but only about a yard on that play.
This Cabot Panther front line has been able to do great in the second half at stopping the run. Maybe Cabot should take note and try to go to the passing game more.
Their passing game has looked good deep, as I said. So we'll see if Jake James and head coach John Fogelman will decide to throw the rock here. 5:41 left in tonight's ball game. Jake James will drop back to pass, finds a man, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by Zane Harper. He has a chance to return this one.
He's taking it up the right side. Here he goes, Zane Harper. Finally taken down at the 27-yard line. That might just wrap up this game. Down 2 scores with 5:24 left. If Cabot can run this clock down some more, they will have themselves another W. Great play by Zane Harper.
All around great defensive show by the Cabot Panthers today. Really showing that they are a good defensive team after what seemed like they won't, from the El Dorado game, that they weren't going to be able to hold a high-powered offense as they came out and got the job done tonight.
You know, Zane Harper had himself an interception earlier in the game, but it was called back because of pass interference. So he redeemed himself right there with that interception. 5:24 left. Cabot with the ball, up 15. TJ Rogers with the carry. Got about 3 yards on the play.
Hawker Smith on the stop.
5:15 left to go.
And counting.
Be 2nd and 7 for Cabot.
Catholic with 3 timeouts still.
Sophomore Graham Turner trots back onto the field as Bradley Morales comes off.
4:46 left. Oaks under center, snaps the ball. Here goes Turner. Broke 2 tackles and rushes way forward for what looks to be a Cabot Panther first down.
I'll tell you what, Graham Turner has really impressed me today with his run game. I think he's really taking advantage of Flores not being able to play tonight and just showing the coaches that he's the real deal. Looks like he could be a future piece of the Cabot Panthers offense.
Looks like the chain gang is being held up here to move the first down markers as the referees have a discussion.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Vincent Cabot.
They gave an unsportsmanlike conduct call on Cabot. That's why the chain gang was being held up. And that will, after Cabot got a first down, now they will be brought back. That's an unnecessary penalty there for Cabot. And that also stops the clock. Now 4:37 left in the fourth. Stops the clock. First and long. This might work better for Cabot in the long run because now they still get the first down, but it's farther back, so it gives them more time to run the clock. So this might be a blessing in disguise. Timeout, Cabot. First timeout of the half. Up 15. Looks like it is going to be 1st and 10 actually, as they're going to give them the 1st and 10, but just farther back from there where it was. So 1st and 10 from the 25 is the case for Cabot with 4:37 left in tonight's game.
And there are some students from the Catholic student section going for the exits. A couple of other Catholic fans heading for the exits, but these Cabot Panther fans still here rooting for their Panthers.
Caleb, what is Catholic going to have to do to come back in this ball game?
Well, Cabot is obviously going to run the ball, so if Catholic wants any chance, they have to get the ball back as fast as possible. They also need to score as fast as possible, but there's just not enough time for them to complete this comeback.
These last 4.5 minutes will be interesting for sure. Make sure to stick around after the game as we will have a closing by Dylan Johnson, Jaden Dixon, and Trey Tonneson. You will not want to miss that. Oaks under center. Slick handoff to T.J. Rogers. Did that one behind his back. Beautiful handoff.
Jordan Eddington on the tackle.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Floor Reports so you can get live updates of the game. Excuse me, at Floor Report, not Floor Reports.
Yes, we have been providing tweets all night at all the away games, so make sure to follow Floor Report. Tommy Oaks lifted into the air. That is unacceptable.
And Tommy is
roughing the
passer.
passer.
He is not in, he is very injured right now. Hobbling off the field as number 14.
Jed Newton. That's a dirty play. He ought to be ejected. That's a very dirty play. Very unnecessary. I would be surprised if this is a targeting penalty there. That's a very unnecessary play.
I'm surprised the coach for Catholic is letting him stay in the game. But instead of that, it seems as if the Catholic players are clapping it up and encouraging him for doing that. And everyone on the field is clapping at each other, arguing.
Cabot fans really aggressive after that call. Leighton Morris is now in the game as Tommy Oakes is being looked at. Looks like the officials are communicating on something. Ball will stay with Cabot as the ball came out.
Number 43, Nick Enderlin's helmet was ripped off during the play.
Timeout Catholic with 3:25 left in the fourth.
Catholic's probably taking time out here to let both sides cool it off a little bit after the hit on Tommy Oakes, which made him get pulled out of the game.
You know, with Cabot up 15 with just over 3 minutes left, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Tommy Oakes yet again tonight. As up 15, up 2 scores, you don't want your starting quarterback to get even more injured. So Leighton Morris might be the option here. But as I say that, Leighton Morris goes to the sidelines, and it looks like Tommy Oakes is back. So just a one-play sit-out for Oakes. I don't see the point of this, keeping your starting quarterback in when he's already been injured in a 2-possession game with 3 minutes left. You know, we've seen multiple instances of star players getting hurt and just unnecessary times being in. You know, Derrick Rose for the NBA in 2011, up big against the Philadelphia 76ers. He ended up tearing his ACL. So we've seen multiple instances of megastars getting injured in just unnecessary times. So very risky here.
And with Tommy already being targeted once, you know they're going to be looking for him again.
Nonetheless, here comes Tommy Oakes in the offense. 3:25, as I said, left, up 15, your Cabot Panthers.
And the refs are coming together again to talk about a confrontation.
A lot of stoppage time here. Tommy Oakes hands it off to TJ Rogers. Here he goes. TJ Rogers at the 20, at the 10. He's gone. TJ Rogers, touchdown Panthers. That'll wrap up this game. Up 3 scores. TJ Rogers.
There is a flag on the play.
Seems like every big play tonight has had a flag thrown.
Student section now rapidly chanting TJ, TJ, TJ after his 3rd big run of the night.
If this play is upheld, that will likely wrap up this game. We yet to see what the call is, though. Looks like it is on Cabot. Catholic catches a break here. Nonetheless, a great gain by TJ Rogers. He's going to get his team up in the red zone. Looks like it was a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct called afterwards, so the play will be upheld. TJ Rogers in for the touchdown. 41-20 Cabot with a PAT coming up. So yes, touchdown will count. And that'll just about wrap up this game as Cabot has now more than doubled Catholic's score with 3:16 left in the game. PAT is up and good. 22-point lead for your Cabot Panthers.
Now, I'm sure looking at this game, you would think that this game would have been close head-to-head most for all the game. But here in the second half, this Cabot defense just shut everything down that Catholic had going on in the first half, and the offense just doubled what they had in the first half. So all around, it was exactly what you want if you're a Cabot Panther fan, and a disappointing show for Catholic.
Each team has 2 timeouts remaining with 3:16 left. This game is all but over. back-to-back weeks scoring 40-plus points for Cabot, at least. 44 last week, 42 tonight with 3 minutes left. Cabot showing they can hang with the best of them, especially with their offense. High-powered running backs, Brad Morales and T.J. Rogers have had great games tonight, as their senior counterpart, Adam Flores, could not play tonight. They had to step up, and they sure did, both with over 100 yards rushing. Kick is up. It's going to be a squib kick. This ball is able to be caught by Cabot, but it rolls out of bounds. Flag is thrown. Another flag is thrown. They're going to have to separate Catholic and Cabot here. They're separating the teams. It's getting heated down there around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Sammy Johnson walked almost onto the Cabot Panther sideline, and there was a bunch of Cabot Panthers just about to swarm him until his teammates pulled him away.
Flags everywhere on the field. 3:16 left in the fourth.
It's like we've been in 3 minutes for about 3 hours.
It sure seems like it.
A lot of emotion down there on that field right now.
Officials still communicating at the 40-yard line. Cabot almost recovered the squib kick. It was very close to being recovered. But as you saw, some extracurricular activity happening afterwards.
And what was once a full student section for Catholic is almost equivalent as large as Cabot's is right now, as most of the fans have hit the exits.
Our rule, ball will be placed at the 50-yard line. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against Cabot. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Catholic will get the ball at the Cabot 35-yard line. So yes, Cabot kicked off at the 35, and Catholic will get the ball at the very same place. As the kickoff went out of bounds, it automatically goes to the 50 in high school, plus the 15-yard penalty from the unsportsmanlike conduct. So the kickoff was pointless. Catholic gets the ball at the 35-yard line. Never seen this before. Here comes Jake James. Looking out to his left. Now he rolls out right. Finds a man. Number 13.
There's a flag on the play.
Nick Cobb. These officials are not very lenient tonight. It seems to be a flag on every play. Holding on Catholic. 1st and 20 now. So after being at the 35-yard line, I'm not too sure what the officials are doing tonight. After being at the 35-yard line, that got hit with the holding penalty, and instead of being backed up 10 yards for holding, they were backed up 15 to the 50. Not too sure what the officials are doing with that one, but nonetheless, James back to throw. Way overthrown. Miscommunication with the receiver.
Swackhammer was almost there to intercept that. Just way overthrown.
Still not understanding the 15-yard holding penalty. 2nd and 25 at the 50. Jake James slings it over the middle. Still on his feet.
And, man, he took a shot from Jansen Hubakes right after releasing the ball.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. Looks like there's an injured Catholic Rocket.
We're finally out of 3 minutes as we're down to 2:30 left in the 4th quarter. But play will stop due to an injured player, number 13.
Nick Cobb.
Pass is complete to Nick Cobb.
Nick Cobb will hobble off the field with 2:38 left in the 4th as Catholic is driving down the field as they have a 3rd and 7. .238 left. Jake James gives it to Sammy Johnson. He's not going to get anything.
Handoff is to Sammy Johnson.
Jake James slings it over the middle, nearly picked off
by Justin Holland.
He's going to bring out the punt or field goal unit for Catholic.
But nevertheless, Sammy Johnson with his 4th straight 100-yard performance.
No, excuse me, that was actually 4th down, so turnover on downs. Cabot is going to have the football now. And that'll just about wrap up the game with 1:57 left. Catholic has 2 timeouts, but down 3 scores. Not much they can do under 2 minutes.
First down, and then I think Cabot could pull out the best play in the playbook, victory formation.
Tommy Oaks kept it himself. He'll get about 3. Clock is dwindling down.
Now down to 140.
This is a great time to thank all our staff here tonight. On camera on the field, we have Nick Ryan. He's done a great job tonight. Of course, our on-field reporters, Dylan Johnston, Trey Tonneson, and Jaden Dixon. Running our stream tonight, of course, is our own Ethan Barch. And then running the cameras, of course, Kaylee Tuttle. And, of course, I'm Brandon Ramirez.
And I'm Caleb Bellahorn.
And we're your play-by-play tonight. Great staff here at THTV. We love bringing you these games every single week.
There is an injured Panther on the field, though. Cannot see who it is.
Looks to be Noah Sorrell.
Good to see he's walking off on his own power, though.
Jogging off at that. Make sure to stick around. There's 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter, but make sure to stick around as Dylan, Jaden, and Trey will have something for us after the game. Tommy Oaks hands it up the gut.
Looks like he got just enough for the first down. Another first down for Graham Turner.
38 seconds left.
Now I think as a football coach,
oh yeah, baby,
the
let's
best
go
play in the
Panthers.
playbooks.
Oh
Take a
yeah.
knee.
For sure. 28 seconds and counting. And that's what Cabot will do, as Cabot will now be 3-1 on the season as Catholic drops to 2-2. First conference matchup for Cabot results in a win.
Yeah. He's sitting.
Great all-around performance for Cabot. 2 100-yard rushers, of course. Tommy Oakes had some big plays. John Riley Waynes, Aiden Shirley had some good stuff. Just a great game overall. Catholic held their own for a little bit, but they got shut down in the second half. And now we will send it over to Jaden, Trey, and Dylan.
We're out on the field at the end of this game, and the Panthers completely dominated that second half as they are as if that really pushed them through this game.
Very dominant performance from the Panthers offense. TJ Rogers, Bradley Morales, Tommy Oakes, John Weens, Aiden Shirley. Everybody on the offense stepped up, and it was a dominant performance from the Panthers offense.
Trey, now looking at the defensive side of the Panthers, what did you see that was good at stopping that run game of the Catholic Rockets?
You know, the Catholic, they were a lot more vocal, physical, but Cabot's determination, ruthless pragmatism, and how they play football, they came out back and struck in the mouth around that second half.
Can I just say something? There were no Rockets that were lifting off tonight. They were all halted on the ground, baby, as the Panthers roar right there for the win, baby. I'm just so enthusiastic tonight with that performance by the Panthers.
That was a great matchup for the Panthers. They came out with the victory, and they're hoping to get another victory next week, and it is homecoming night, and we'll have a live stream going as well. So tune in to watch that game. Reporting for CHTV, I'm Dylan Johnston.
I'm Trey Thompson.
And I'm Jaden Dixon.
Have an amazing night.
Back to you, Brandon Ramirez and Caleb Goldhorn.
We appreciate you watching our broadcast tonight. This is Cabot High School Television, THTV Sports in cooperation with the Cabot Athletic Department. We appreciate you for watching tonight. Make sure to download the Cabot Panthers Athletics app on Google Play and the Apple Store.
This has been Caleb Gullahorn.
Brandon Ramirez reporting from War Memorial Stadium. Have a great night.